How's it going, everybody? And welcome to Community G. My name is Kevin, and we have made it to another episode, another Friday night, and we're really happy to be here with you guys. And I have Manny. Hey, Manny, how's it going?
It's doing great, man. It's doing good. I just want to give a little shout out if I can before we get to the show. Two shout outs. One to my homie Wilbert. He hooked it up with some wine, so I told him I'll try it out. It's pretty good. Casa de Fruta. And then to my cousin, man, my cousin's birthday. And he lived in Arizona. His mom and her boyfriend drove him out here for his birthday to be in the Galaxy striker midfielders academy type thing that they're doing this all weekend. So he's out there playing with them. So shout out for him and happy birthday, man! Happy birthday, Tabito.
Awesome, man. And then we have Baltasar. ¿Cómo estamos, Chapin?
What's up, guys? How you guys doing right now?
We're doing good, and then like we've been saying, another Friday night. I'm happy to be here with you guys. We have a pretty packed show. How we've been advertising on the socials. We are going to be announcing the Liga G award winners, MVP, Defensive Player of the Year, Social Media Award. So tune in. But let's go ahead and bring in our guest for today. It's a person I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys know, and that is Andrew from the Riot Squad. How's it going, Andrew?
Chilling, man. How are you guys?
What up?
We're
What
doing
up,
good.
Bob?
What's up, Bob?
What's going on, guys?
And Andrew, you know what? Something we've been doing frequently every time we have a guest. We start off by pretty much asking, how was it that you became a Galaxy fan?
So I was aware of the league probably in like 2003, 2004. I knew about Landon Donovan. I watched like U.S. national team soccer. Um, but yeah, I have a friend and his brother started coming to games like in 2004, summer 2004, 2005. And then I came to a game. My first game was in 2005 with my soccer team, and I knew my homie's brother sat in the riot squad, so I knew about it. And so when I got to the game, we were on the opposite end. We're in the opposite corner of the riot squad, and I told my coach, I was like, "Yo, I'm gonna go over there. I'll be back before the end of the game." And he's like, "All right, cool. Just come back." He just said, "Come back before the final whistle." I was like, "All right." So I hung out in the riot squad in 2005, and then got out of high school and started going to games occasionally in 2006, and then had season tickets by 2007, and been season ticket member ever since.
Man, that's tight. That's tight.
Yeah,
You know,
it was fun,
because
man.
like you said, one game. That's it. One game, you were hooked.
I could tell you what game it was too. The
What
first
game it
game
was? Well, that shit.
was
Huh?
Share that.
Chivas.
Do you remember what?
Damn.
Oh, that was
Chivas,
against Chivas.
yeah, and it was the
Is
one
that the one
where,
that had inflatable
yeah,
dolls? Is that the
yeah,
one that had
it was
inflatable
one of them.
dolls?
It was one of them, but yeah, definitely was. And I remember that shit, and I remember meeting all these like random ass characters, and I was like, "Fuck, this shit's tight."
And that's home.
That's cool.
Yeah, yeah.
That's when Lars hooked you, right?
Yeah, man. That first game for sure got me. That shit was fun, man. And then they were like, all the dolls had someone's name on it, like Razov's
They had like
mom,
they had
or
hats and
like
everything,
yeah,
right?
someone's girlfriend. Yeah, shit was wild, man. They got bucked.
So is all
Yeah.
your Galaxy experience been just with the Riot Squad?
Yeah.
That's
I
awesome,
was gonna
man.
I was gonna ask, like, hey, do you guys know who the hell blew up all those dolls?
No, no, I don't. I really don't. But I could imagine a few individuals in the Riot Squad who probably did it back then. But yeah, I don't know.
And then
How did
just go ahead, Manny.
I was gonna say how did you get into the Riot Squad? Like, meaning, like, how did you know the history a little bit about the Riot Squad?
So I just started hanging out in the grass area of Lot 13 back in the day, close to the fire station, and that's where they tailgated. It helped that my homie's brother came to games and like just told us what to do. He'd be like, "Oh, just go sit in 137, 138." Back then, they didn't really super check tickets, so like if I got a ticket somewhere else, I would go there. Um, but yeah, and then just hung out with them there, and I probably didn't start showing up to like the tailgates and stuff until 2007. But yeah, and then just got hooked, met everybody, became friends with people, and people that I'm probably gonna be friends with until like forever.
Do you remember the first person that you meet there?
Yeah, the first person I met was this dude named Bill. He actually lives in North Carolina now, but he's Medium Bill, and there was a Big Bill. So shout out Medium and Big Bill.
And was there a small bill?
Yeah, but that was Medium Bills.
That was a dollar bill,
That was
$5 bill, $20 bill, a Benjamin.
It was medium Bills unit. Let's put it that way.
Oh shit!
That's what they call small.
And then
But
during
yeah.
all the time that you've been following the Galaxy, what are like some of your biggest memories that you have?
Shoot, the ones that always come to mind are like the kind of memorable away trips. Going to MLS Cup in 09 to Seattle. I went with Chris Tucker and Ed Rodriguez and my other friend. And yeah, we just drove up to Seattle. Recently drove to Atlanta. Just a lot of the away trips really stand out. Anytime I go to San Jose, although we lose up there all the fucking time. But yeah, shit, first LAFC game, all the regular ones. Anytime going to Portland. Honestly, if you ever want to go to a real away trip, Portland is where it's at, no matter what. No matter how many Galaxy fans go, like Portland's a cool trip. It's always a cool trip.
A lot of Galaxy fans say Portland's a good trip. So can you touch on the Atlanta trip? Because I did follow you guys on social. I know you were going with Mario, right? And you guys stopped at a lot of like whiskey spots, barbecue spots. Who planned out that trip, and how long was that trip?
The trip was like a week. I think it was like 6 days actually, maybe a week. But we it took 2 days to drive out there. Went to the game. We were in Atlanta for 3 days, I think, and then 2 days to drive back. We stopped, in Tennessee. We stopped at Dickel Distillery and Jack Daniels, and it was cool. And honestly, we didn't really have a plan. I just knew I wanted to drive out there, and Mario said he was down, and then just ended up driving and stopping and doing stuff, barbecue. Always.
That just sounds like a cool ass trip. I think.
Yeah, man, it was a lot of fun. The plan was in 2020 to go to Nashville and drive out, and a lot of people said that they were down to do that. But I'm always down for a road trip. I drive all the time whenever I can. So I've driven to Texas like 4 or 5 times. Driven to Seattle, Portland.
So you're a driving man, not a flying man.
Yeah, man. I mean, I'll fly, but I like driving. I just like the experience of hitting the open road. And
I actually like the experience of like getting like little spots that you don't know just to try out.
Yeah.
I'm a very adventurous person like that. Like, hey, fuck it, let's just try it. If I like it, great. If I don't, well, fuck it. I got the runs.
Yeah.
Actually, sounds interesting because I never been in an away game, and I wanted to do one, but like my first thought is go to Utah or San Jose. You get me? This year, last year I was gonna do San Jose, but right now like we can't. Like, but I wanted to go to Utah. I wanted to go to Portland, and now that I'm hearing you, it's like, damn, it comes to my mind like real quick.
We're gonna take that motherfucker to San Jose first.
Yeah, definitely. You got to do San Jose. That's almost like not even an away trip anymore.
On the bus, right?
Yeah.
Bus.
Well, you got to do the bus one time. I don't ever do the bus. I always drive up and drive back the same day.
Oh, we drove the last time.
Oh,
we drove the last time. We drove the last. Oh, you one of those cycle guys, huh? That drives up and drives back down. Oh,
I don't drink though. That's the only thing that sucks. I never drink on San Jose trips, so I'm almost always sober.
Oh, I thought you
take the bus.
I thought you said you don't drink. I like that's lies, bro. We see videos.
I saw videos that I was gonna say that.
No, I don't drink on San Jose games usually.
Right here with community, son sin paja. We don't tell lies.
I mean, what is it? La verdad. La verdad is. The truth is, I drink a little bit. All right.
If there is a reason why you don't drink.
When I drive to San Jose, it's because I'm driving back afterwards.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, if I'm on the bus, I'm getting all the beers. But
Sin paja.
That's a new job that Kevin's been working on.
And then you were talking about the Atlanta trip, and if I'm not mistaken, I think we lost the last time we played in Atlanta, so that's not the most memorable part of your trip. But if you had to tell us a few of the most memorable things that happened in that trip, what would it be?
We got pulled over going there on our way there because we rented a car. I didn't think my car would make it all the way to Atlanta and back. And Mario didn't want to put like the miles on his car, which is fine. Like we rented a car. But on the way there in New Mexico, they pulled us over because I was going like 3 over, and I was like, that's kind of weak, you know. And I was getting in front of a truck too, and I like saw the cop, so I was getting in front of a truck, so I sped up just a little bit, and they pulled us over. And then like 3 or 4 more, but before the end of it, 3 or 4 more cop cars came, and they like searched the whole car up and back like 3, 4 times. They took out like a wrench and started hitting like random shit on the car. Yeah, I thought for sure we were going to jail. And a rattlesnake came in between me and Mario because they had us separated.
Was it a rattlesnake?
It was a legit rattlesnake. Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
It was
okay,
a legit
okay.
rattlesnake.
Just asking because it could be other stuff.
No, no, it was a legit rattlesnake. Came in between us where we were standing. They eventually let us go. I got a ticket, but it's like a warning ticket, so it doesn't mean anything. Like, I don't know, it was weird. I don't like New Mexico anymore, so you know, kind of ruined the whole experience.
Man, you should. Don't they have like some alien shit out there too in New Mexico, something like
Yeah,
that?
Roswell's out there.
Hell yeah. So that's why you were probably trespassing.
Yeah, but then once we got to Atlanta, man, it was cool. Atlanta's a cool city. We went to Magic City. I met some security guard there who came out to California like not long after we went there, and I let him stay at my at my apartment when he came out. It's cool. So
That's just a trip because we actually met a security in Houston that was kind of like guiding us to when we were on the way.
Mhm.
He met us at the bar afterwards, and he's out there partying with us.
Yeah. This guy took us told us to go to like a couple after hours spots that were cool, but yeah.
Did you guys see the MLS Cup in Magic City?
No, it wasn't there. It wasn't there. It wasn't on display then.
And you also talked about that MLS Cup in 2009 in Seattle, right? And we were lucky to have MLS Cups here where we actually won them. How's the experience going to an MLS Cup like out of state?
It's cool, man. Honestly, that's probably my favorite trip ever. Just the whole trip was crazy from start to finish. We were staying at a friend's house, like a friend's family's house in Mercer Island, which is like a little ways away from Seattle, but it's like close enough. And just the whole time we're just out doing all the craziness. I was drunk, like I drove all the way up there, and then I just stayed drunk that whole trip, and everyone else drove. I was like, once we get there, y'all are driving, but I drove all the way up. I'll drive all the way back, but just once we get there, I want to stay at a certain level. And I mean, it was heartbreaking. The penalties, honestly, that's like the biggest takeaway or like the biggest negative of that trip, obviously, is losing. But what can you do? I still cherish that memory, even regardless the pain and the fun times.
That's why when we beat Seattle, we were like, "Fuck Seattle."
That's right. Yeah, that kind of started. Well, what kind of started the rivalry is just Seattle fans being like know-it-all and like just kind of dumb. When we were at the game, Seattle fans were legit like walking up to us asking like, who are the Sounders playing today? But we were playing RSL. Like they didn't know that it wasn't a home game. Like they just didn't know what was going on. But yeah, whatever.
Damn Seattle. What kind of shit is that? How the fuck do you buy tickets? You don't even know what game you're going to go watch?
No, they got tickets because they were season ticket holders. But they just had no idea what was happening. Like Seattle had already lost. And
yeah. Fucking.
Anyways, but yeah, honestly, it's just a good trip. Ed let off a fire hydrant inside my car and like almost killed my homie because he was like choking to death inside the car. I was already out of the car.
Then he needs to prepare himself. Get under some tifos. There's some fucking smoke under there. Shake. Gotta have those lungs. Gotta have those lungs that can take some smoke.
Yeah, most definitely. That's practice.
And then for you,
right.
we know you're a member of the Riot Squad. How has it been for you being a member of the Riot Squad?
It's been good, man. It's just all, I don't know. I started being loud in 137 and then eventually became a capo and just worked my way up. I'm president now of the Riot Squad. But like I've got a shadow president. I got my own Dan Beckerman in the side. It's Oso. I don't know if you guys know Oso. Oso's my shadow president. So
Some people call him also.
yeah, also Carlos. But yeah, it's been good, man. It's just it's a different experience, you know. It's not like any other sport, and I've been watching sports for a long time, and there's nothing quite like, you know, going to a soccer game. So
Rumors has it that you do not own a Galaxy Gear
and I'm wearing.
shirt. Oh, you just broke that
Yeah.
rumor right there. Look at that.
And
I know.
Look at that.
I don't know where this. I don't know where this thing. Hey, I just don't like bad jerseys. We've had a lot of bad jerseys. I like this jersey. I don't own very many jerseys. I have 2 Galaxy jerseys. So
Really?
yeah, I'm not a jersey guy really. I've got a bunch of Liverpool jerseys, but honestly, they've all been gifts. I think I've bought like 1 Liverpool jersey and I've been given like 3 or 4.
So you accept Galaxy gift jerseys. That's what you're saying. So that's what you're saying inside.
I mean, yeah, I guess so.
Like I don't buy them, but if you give them to me, I'll use
Yeah,
them.
I mean, like
I wear
I'm
them.
gonna tell you right now, I'm not gonna wear it. I'm probably not gonna wear it. Jerseys are not so super, you know, looking nice on me. So
Talk about it. Green tech, baby. Green tech on you.
the vertical lines, man, it'll cut that down. But no, I mean, yeah, I'm not trying to out here eBay for some jerseys. But yeah, you know, if somebody were to give me a gift like a birthday gift, I'd be happy to accept a Galaxy jersey. So I probably will buy this jersey, to be honest.
I was gonna ask that. I was gonna ask, how do you feel about the community kit?
It's really good. The only thing I don't like, and everyone's gonna be mad that I'm even criticizing anything, but the only thing I don't like is that the back is all black. But other than that, the jersey is really nice. It's a cool jersey. I dig it. It's our best jersey in probably like 5-6 years. I think 2014 away, I could have that number wrong, or 2015 away was like probably my last favorite one. Yeah, which one is that?
It says Matthew Alessandro says, ask him how many jerseys he's bought for his brother.
None. Actually, that's not true.
Shots fired.
Nah, I've bought that fool like 3 or 4 of those mystery kits. Remember when the dude, Away Days. You ever heard of Away Days?
I've heard that.
They do mystery kits like $25, and I've done that like at least 3 times. So he can calm down.
He calm down in the chat.
Yeah. I don't know if you curse, so I was gonna curse.
Yeah,
him
Oh yeah, go for it. Go for it.
Hey, brother, you know, cuss him out, baby.
Hey, fuck that fool.
There you go.
And you were talking about how you're a capo with the Riot Squad, and now you're a president. How has that journey been? Like, do you feel now that you're president, like, hey, I kind of had to behave a certain way, or are you still the same Andrew of before?
Hold on, before you answer, and what advice do you have for like Kevin?
Yeah,
that is our capo in our section, and me, that I am the president of the Outlaws, and you, that you've been a seasoned president, a member, what advice you have for us? So if you can ask anything.
I'll start with the advice. So the advice for president is it's much better to be in a agreeable and good position with the front office rather than in a contentious one, because I've seen both sides, and it could easily go bad. It could easily become a bad situation. So don't just pick your battles, put that way. I'm not saying don't fight them. You should fight them on a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff they do needs to be
physically fight them.
Yeah, legitimately fight Alex. You gotta fight.
I'm gonna fight that fool right there.
Yeah,
okay,
you gotta fight Canelo first. You gotta fight.
Malter looks like he knows some fucking kung fu or something out of this, some sneaky shit that I don't know about.
Manny almost fought Chris Klein.
Canelo. Mullet Canelo first. You gotta fight Mullet Canelo first, and then you gotta fight Malter, and then the ultimate boss is then CT. He's the big boss.
He's the big boss. See, it's not even Chris Klein, guys. It's CT.
Manny started with Chris Klein.
Well, you'll never see Chris Klein, because then Chris Klein was a professional athlete, so he'll probably kick all of our asses.
He'll probably catch up to me if I run.
But yeah, no, I would say just pick your battles. There's things that you're gonna want to fight on, and there's things that you'll be regret like fighting over, when it's all said and done. But when back in the day when we used to fight about tickets and ticket costs, because ticket costs back in the day, especially in Lars, was very expensive compared to what it is now. And all the supporters' leadership at one point, shout them out, Vanessa and John back in the day, and Carlisa and the Galaxians, and us and Riot Squad. We fought pretty hard to get the ticket prices down and to have a supporter rate across the board. And since then the Galaxy's been pretty steady on that. They've increased it a couple times, maybe like $20, but yeah. But
even for that, like we thank you for that because all the hard work you guys have put in the Galaxians, Lars, ACB, we're just getting into that and we understand all the political side and all that. And you know what?
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure you guys went through a lot of battles that we may not see, but that's what we're grateful for that for you guys for putting that.
Yeah, and then when it comes to bans and stuff like that, you gotta fight them. You gotta put your foot down. Try to get, if you see things one way, stuff like that. There's things that you want to pick your battles on and fight, and there's other things that will be it's just like, all right, whatever, they're gonna do what they're gonna do, and it's not worth getting riled up over. For a capo, the only thing I could really tell you, just gotta lubricate your voice, man. You gotta stay hydrated. Just keep the beer slowing.
Drink a lot of beer, right?
Don't take your sound bites. Don't take your sin pijas and shit like that. Don't take them.
Keep your voice lubricated and keep the beer flowing.
Yeah, cause see, this was my rookie season being a capo, and it was cut short. I only got the preseason,
the home opener,
and the home opener. Yeah, but so that is something I'm looking forward to getting back to, even though it's gonna be a little different to start off the season. But now
can I give you one real piece of advice?
Go ahead.
You just gotta keep the energy, man. When things are bad, you gotta try to go harder. And I don't always follow by this. I get pissed off sometimes. It's like, but you have to try to shake off their downfalls, the team's downfalls, and you gotta keep the same energy throughout the whole game.
And break microphones in your capo box.
Yeah, honestly, if you see microphones and they're like within distance of you grabbing, or even if you could use a T-shirt to grab it and pull it down, break microphones. Fuck microphones, man. We ain't some other SGs. They can hear us on the TV without microphones. All right.
Yeah.
There you go. See,
I've been doing it for years, dog. ESPN. I don't know how ESPN doesn't get it, man. They should know. They should have like a red mark on me or like a something. Because like if they'll mic the field, I can't reach it. But they always put it up like on some stupid ass stand right next to our fucking capo box. I break them shits every time.
Hey, so now Kevin, if you break a mic, hold it up, take a picture with it, and show Bob, he's like, hell yeah.
Yeah, I got beers
outside. From across the field, he's like, fuck yeah.
Yeah, I got beers outside. I'll make that happen if you break a microphone.
So yeah, that's my goal then. A few broken microphones this season.
Let's get on with it.
Oh yeah, let's do that shit, baby.
And then you know what? There was a topic I wanted to touch because I'm not sure if you saw pictures and videos that Manny and the Outlaws posted of them with their kids basically, and I wanted to touch the topic about how is it that you groom new Galaxy fans, both being children and then like new adults coming to the stadium. And let's touch first with children. Baltasar, how is it that you are starting to show your daughter the love for this team, the same love that you have for this team?
Like I said in the video, I just want to show her like something that I have. It is love for this team, for this crest. I wanted to show her that we can love a team in the bad times, in the good times, and we're gonna be there for that team forever.
And then Manny, how is it that you show your? Because I know you have your son and then you have your daughter. I'm pretty sure that it's a little different for both because of the age difference. But how is it that you show them that, hey, this is the team that we support and this is what we do?
By example, they see me buying drums. They see me out there cutting them down, painting them. They see me doing banners here at home. I changed the whole, the couches so I could paint. My daughter right now, recently, she's getting the drums by herself and she's saying LA, so that's something that I think she sees me doing it by example. So she feels it. So she knows that. And even my son, like, he'll be like, oh, you like the New Jersey, you like this. That is a style that you rock the jerseys with or you rock your gear with. So he's falling in love with that too. So, like I said, just by example, I always rock G's almost every day. If I see a Galaxy fan, if I see, I think one time I was driving and I saw a Galaxy sticker on a restaurant or something like that, like in a car. I busted a U-turn, turned around, I parked, and I was going. Like, I stood next to the car, waiting for the owner to show up. They're like, "What the fuck?" I'm like, "Here's some stickers out for being a G." And my son's like, "What are you doing? You don't think people are gonna be fucking scared of you?" I'm like, "Well, that's why you always wear Galaxy gear, so they know that you're a friend."
Yeah.
Hey, one more thing. Shout out to Darwin.
Yeah, shout out to Darwin
Big
for
shout out to
actually
Darwin.
Darwin
setting this
for
up.
everything that he did.
Like he's setting this up. He's a G. We met him through the socials, and he's a Chapin like us, and he's setting this up. He has a couple of more videos coming out. I know he did it with Janelle from ACB, and he has a couple of more coming out. And he has like this little project that he's doing. So shout out to him for actually reaching out and doing this. He's new to Twitter, so give him a follow.
Yeah, make sure you guys give him
Yeah.
a follow. And then just to continue this topic, I started following the Galaxy because my uncle, my dad, they both used to go to tons of games. Especially my uncle, he has season tickets, and he would take me. Like he was probably like my age, and I was like 5, and he would take me. But I think it gets to an age. I think maybe when I was in high school, when I started going to games by myself, that's when I basically like confirmed like, hey, I'm a Galaxy fan. Because at first it was because my family used to take me. And it was like, okay, I follow this team because my family follows this team. But I think it gets to an age where you decide for yourself, like, hey, this is the team that I follow, or hey, I'm just gonna be a casual fan. Because I remember when I was in high school, I learned how to take the bus. It wasn't that far; it was from Wilmington to Carson, about maybe 15 minutes. But I would save my money to go to the games, and it's something I enjoy, and I know just how I used to do that. I know Nelson from ACB, the photographer. He used to do something similar. I remember we were both in high school, and Robert, the capo, we're around the same age, and we used to all go to games when we were still in high school. So I think it gets to a point where you start doing things on your own because you figure that you like this team. But Andrew, what
I was
about for?
asking,
Go ahead, Manny.
I was asking Bob, what do you think now? Bring a new Riot Squad member coming in, or a person that you wanna like. Hey, this person like teach them your ways, the Galaxy ways, or you could probably even say the Lars ways. Like how is that for you guys? For you?
I think just honestly, we recruit a lot from our tailgates and just handing beer out and being friendly. If we see someone new, we try to talk to them. There used to be a thing where El Mon, I don't know if you guys know Victor Montes, El Mon. El Mon used to give, if he saw someone new, he would always have beer. We'd always have beer on deck for El Mon to be handing out free beers to new people and stuff. Now we have buckets of beer, that we provide, and so we always have beer on deck. But, just being friendly and bring them in and, people are either going to get hooked or they're not. It's not much coercing we need to do. A lot of times it's not, this isn't a cult. It's just, who just people who,
might think is that
people who enjoy the right things. Yeah. I mean, I've had some relationships in the past with people accuse me of that, but
Yeah. Hey, it's a lifestyle.
It's a lifestyle.
It's
Yeah,
a lifestyle,
man.
baby.
Yeah. It's real shit.
It's funny because I met Victor at Pescador. He was one of the first person I ever met.
Yeah, you see, exactly. So we always need. Back in the day, that used to be a guy named Tommy Mack. He's the one who helped start Lars. One of 3 or 4 people. There are 3 people really. Well, more than 3, but whatever. So you always need to have somebody who's friendly and outgoing. I mean, Manny, that kind of sounds like you. Look, you're waiting outside people's trucks to give them stickers. So you just need someone with that kind of passion for it.
Or
to
fucking crazy, bro. You can see passion or fucking crazy.
Yeah, no, I'm with you.
And then this brings me to another question, continuing the same conversation of the youngsters starting to get groomed into Galaxy fans. What is the age appropriate to take your son or daughter to their first away game? Manny, well, I'm not sure if you took your daughter to San Jose.
No, I didn't take my daughter. I haven't taken her yet. I
So
haven't
what's
taken
that
it.
age?
I was gonna take my son to San Jose this year. He is 14, going on 15, and he's taller than me. So you know what I mean. It might look like my little brother.
He's got more reach than
He's
you.
gonna take care of you.
Yeah, I wanted actually, and I actually was gonna take my daughter too, but I was gonna leave her because I have family in San Francisco. I was gonna leave her there, and actually just take my son and my wife and stuff. But we're gonna do like a whole family trip up there, like in the Bay. But it didn't happen. Hopefully, this next upcoming year to this year, like everything gets better. If not next year, he should be good to go. I think he's ready.
So,
It's a good age for it, I
to
think.
just give
Hopefully.
like an age, like what's that age where they could like soak in the experience?
It's I'm telling you right now, it's kind of different because
Yeah.
like like at my when I was growing up at 14, 15, I was out there in the street just on the bike rides, fucking shit up, going at the park. You know what I mean? Just get home before dark. That's all I used to hear. Get home before dark. And kids nowadays, I don't know. I'm gonna say I'm 15, 16 is good. I think 15,
Yeah.
16 are good. If they're a little bit more independent on their own, you know what I mean? If they're already in your section by themselves, yeah, I think they're good to go. Especially with some guidance. With some guidance. Don't go with some fucking hot hits. Go with some guidance, people. I think Joseph went to us. Joseph as part of our group. I think he's about 16, 17. His dad let us go to levels away. And then he was like, "Hey, can you watch him?" I'm like, "Oh man, now I can't really drink because now I gotta watch him." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I gotta keep an eye on this fool, make sure that he doesn't wander off or something. But everything went well, so it was all good.
And then, Balthasar, have you thought about when you would like to take your daughter to that first awake, like when she could really soak in the whole experience?
Well, I'm planning to take her this coming year. You get me?
Yeah.
But for them to let them go to an away game, maybe it's for me. It's like Manny said, like maybe 15, 14. They can go
See,
by themselves to
I
have fun and
remember
everything.
the first away game that my dad took me. I was in the second grade. I was probably what 7 or 8, and it was to San Jose. But it wasn't with
Ah,
supporters. It was just it was my uncle, a few friends of theirs, and you know what's funny? I knew we were the away team. I was aware that they didn't like us. But when we were walking down the section at the time, they were doing that little beat LA, beat LA, and I don't know why I thought I heard "Let's go LA." And I remember telling my dad like, "Hey, let's stay here. Like, these people go for the team we go for." But then I learned that it wasn't the case. But I still
I've seen
remember
your
that game.
pictures, doc. I've seen your picture. You're niño mocoso. So
Yeah, I was
No
little, but I used to.
sabía.
Yeah, and then, but you know what? That's an experience. That's a game that I don't forget. It was the year that we won the MLS Cup. I think that's the game we clinched the Supporters Shield, and Pescadito Ruiz scored a goal. He chipped penalty. He chipped it down the middle. So I think that's an experience that I'm always gonna remember. But let's go ahead and transition a little bit. I just want to continue the conversation of the Galaxy today. Andrew, a lot of times we say that this is the biggest club in the league, biggest club in the country. To you, why is it that the Galaxy has became what it is today?
It's
you
just
can't say Chris Klein. That's a cop out.
I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna just. You're right. That is a cop out. But it's poor management. It's from top to bottom. I mean, I think we've continually hired the wrong people for the wrong jobs. Pete Vanis didn't help. He's gone. We got DTK now, and I think the jury's still out on DTK, but he seems to know better what he's doing than the Pete Vanis before him. And we've had the wrong managers. And the wrong I think we've tried to do the wrong things, right after we lost Robbie, I think 2017, we decided to bring, whether out of necessity or because this was
Gotta
the
be
actual
fucking
plan.
Dallas.
We tried to bring up all these young kids, and we had injuries, and they just couldn't plug the holes. They weren't ready. I think we had a rude awakening that our academy isn't as good as our G2 products are not as good as MLS. And in that time, also, it kind of feels like other teams have figured out how to play younger kids and get them to play better and work within the system and then sell them on. So, I mean, honestly, just management is really what my answer to that would be.
You were talking about younger players, right, and telling them on. What's your opinion about Efrain Alvarez?
I don't quite get the hype that the national teams are fighting over him. He's shown flashes of things he can do. I think he needs some more time, to be honest. We need a better sample size, so he needs to play more on the first team. But I mean, honestly, I'm not super impressed with much that I've seen. I think he's a good player. He's got skill, but it's putting it all together.
I think that he needs to make a decision. Maybe you guys could agree or disagree with me. I think he has to make a decision on what position he wants to play. Because they put him on the right wing, left wing, cam. I think at one point he's like, "Hey, I'm a cam. This is where I feel the most comfortable with, or I'm a right winger or I'm a left winger." He needs to make a decision of where he feels the most comfortable playing. Now, if he doesn't succeed there, then you make a change.
Yeah, I'm not much of a talent analyzer, or I don't know much about. I'm not gonna sit here and wax poetically, but he's too slow to play on the wing for me. He's just kind of slow. He needs to be faster. That's it. That's really it for me.
Well, the MLS analytical team is if you're left-footed, you're the next Messi.
Yeah.
But if you see him right now, he seems fit. Like he seems like he loses weight. You know what I mean?
I don't know if you've seen his IG. He posts like Takis and stuff all the time. Got to worry about the blue wrist bottles and
you know what? I would think if he's a real competitor, he's naturally talented. But the thing is, becoming naturally talented to becoming a competitor to take that talent to the next level. You see, Julian getting rumors, whether they're true or not, by Europe teams already. So he should be like, "Hey, how come my rumors are not coming around if both national teams are fighting for me?"
Yeah.
But you know what? I feel Julian is a long way ahead of Efren Alvarez in every aspect. On the field, being a professional, in every aspect, I feel, even though Julian is younger, I just feel he's more mature, both as a person and as a player. I'm not sure if that was the hype that Efren got at a young age that made him think, "Hey, I'm already good," or "I'm the future of this team," or I don't know what it was. But I feel that Julian is more of a hard worker than what Efren is. I'm not sure if you guys agree.
I got some couple of comments right here from the YouTube, from Rudy, from Maya Smart, shout out to him, and from G Man. They're kind of almost the same thing. He says, "Kid is smart, soccer IQ. He's good. Just needs to get that grown man body in." And then G Man says that he just lacks discipline.
Yeah, and
that might explain the Takis and the
yeah.
He lives in LA, in East LA, so he has a lot of good things around him.
Right here, baby, right here.
Like money.
Yeah, hey, hit me up. We'll go get Mira Gonzalez food. Let's go.
Yeah.
Sin paja.
Yeah, I feel, well, last year was supposed to be the year that we saw if Efren was not the real deal, but just showed that consistency, and I think that's what he lacks. Because I think it was GBS first year, the first game I think was against Chicago. He comes in as a sub and he looks good, and then we're all looking forward to him getting more minutes, and then next time he doesn't do the same thing. Then US Open Cup, I think he gives an assist, maybe he scores, and then we're all hyped again, but then he can't add on to that. So I think this season is key for him, not for him to have like an excellent season, but just to show that consistency. That if they give him,
like you said right there, that consistent, he didn't have that last year either. Even under GBS, we didn't even have a consistent lineup. So it's kind of unfair to him, kind of in that way, being so young. Yeah, he saw a little bit of sparks. Mm-hmm. Hopefully now with Vanning, he has a consistent lineup. He has a consistent position. That maybe he can show more. Maybe. So he has a redo this year for me.
So how many more seasons do we give? I'm not saying, hey, let's run him out. I still think he has the potential to be a great player, and maybe he's just gonna take him some time. But Baltasar, in your opinion, how much more time do we wait for Efren Alvarez to start developing into that player that we expect?
We just need to give him more play. We just need to give him the chance to play, to show us, and like Manny said, we need to he need to make up his mind. He need to to think where he wanna play. If he's gonna play Cam, if he's gonna play on the right or on the left side. But I think this season,
This season might be the one where he shows
yeah,
that he has what it takes. I agree with the whole positioning. That's the reason I don't like Araujo playing at the wing. If he's a right back right now, play on my right back, and as he gets a little more developed and a little older, if he could play both, that's great. But that's one thing I didn't like about GBS, that he kept moving on my position. I feel at that age, you gotta start getting him used to a position. Like if it's right back, play him a right back. What are you thinking, Manny?
Yeah, I say totally agree. Look at Yellen. He was a winger. He couldn't really do a lot. They put him as a right back. He actually excelled and he actually was pretty good. Then they started testing out him back out at wing. Just because of his speed. Speed does not mean talent.
I think that kind of goes back to the management though. Like they had to, I think feel like GBS had to play him at right wing out of necessity, just because we didn't have any wing depth at all. So like to give GPS somewhat of a pass on that, like we had no wing depth. We have a right back in Rolf who, I mean, he is not really, I was going to say serviceable, but he's really not. But I mean, honestly, it's not much else he could have done. Like could have put Leggett out there, I guess, but then you have a hole in the midfield. I get it.
Then you don't
It's
have
just
speed no
management.
more.
Yeah,
Then
it's management. Yeah.
I think we should have went with like a 5-back, 4 midfielder, just no striker. Fuck it. Let's just go for the tie last year.
And now to transition into a signing that was made official this week. The Galaxy signed Samuel
Grand Cyr.
from Monaco. I've been practicing to say that, so I wasn't even close. So we're using a little drop. But Andrew, what's your opinion about bringing in Samuel?
Grand Cyr.
I'm gonna try it. I'm a Grancier.
Grancia.
Yeah.
Honestly, it looks like a good deal. It looks like a smart deal. We didn't pay anything. We have to pay if we sell him. He's here for 3 years. Yeah, I mean, it seems like a smart plan. I talked to a French homie of mine, who's a big PSG fan, and he told me that the thing around that dude and the reason why he hasn't like reached his potential is because he's a partier. So that's, LA is not exactly the best city for that. I hope he's here to work. I hope he's here to not be an Instagram influencer or nothing like that. But yeah, I think it's a good smart deal. I hope he balls out. We sell him for big butts.
All right, so just to break it down real quick, the deal is a 3-year contract, the 4th year being a team option, I believe, on the free. So I think GBS is doing some big stuff. So let's focus there right now. Baltasar, because with GBS, with DTK, when Pavon came, everyone kind of gave the credit to GBS. They kind of wrote off what DTK was doing and gave GBS the credit. He knows him. Pavon wants to play for GBS. That's the reason he came. But now we've seen 2 good deals that DTK does. How do you feel about Dennis DeClose being the Galaxy general manager? Like, is he doing a great job, or how do you feel?
I think he's doing a great job. He's doing a great moves right now this season, because in the past 2 seasons we haven't like seen anything like same as this one. Pero like Pavón is the one que el único fichaje que él hizo bien. Y ahora con este que estamos viendo y como lo está jugando, I think we're going to the right way with him, and he's making his job.
Here's my opinion on that. Let me ask my opinion on that real quick. I think DTK is doing great. He signed a couple of young talents, so we're not gonna just let him go like we have done before. When he first came in, he wasn't under bad contracts on the administration before him. He did some loans. He put some band-aids over. He technically put a good team out there. It's just that we were not healthy. Whatever the case may be, we were not healthy to keep that team out on the field, because he did have a really good team. If you look at everybody that left, actually was in the finals, semifinals, and playoffs, and their respective new teams. And now he's going on this 2-year contracts. Nobody really has more than 2-year contract. I think the highest one that has it is Chicharito has a 3 years, right? He had a 3-year with a 4-year option. Everybody else is 2 years or under. That's something that we've been talking about. Like, hey, let them play for their contracts. If they want to get paid out, they could get paid out in their second year. Make sure that they're doing the work. Now with the new guy coming in, Samuel, like I say, he's a party animal. Hey, shit, I don't give a fuck if you're a party animal, as long as you fucking perform in the field. That's the last thing, you know what I mean? Your personal life, your personal life. You could be a twitcher, you could be fucking, a stripper. I don't care. But on the field, if you show up on Sundays to play and you fucking ball out, I don't give a fuck what you do after that. So I think he's doing good.
All right, and then like you guys were talking about Samuel, right, and him being a partier. Let's say we had to choose the roommate for him. Who's going to be that good influence for him? Andrew, who are you choosing to be Samuel's roommate?
Ethan Zubak, so he can teach him about Christ.
Hey, wait, give me a second.
Sin paja.
There we go.
Hey, that's not a lie, dog. That's real. That's real shit. He's gonna teach him about Christ and like get him on the right path with God. I actually think the dude's I think he's Muslim, so I'm maybe I was going the wrong path. But yeah, I don't know. Some veteran that is maybe he can learn from Leggett. Leggett was kind of in a similar situation. He was in a West Ham academy. Kind of came here at what would be supposed to be his prime or going into his prime, and was kind of looked at as a project. Maybe Leggett could show him how to be a consistent MLS player.
Are you gonna teach him go get a hot ass girl?
Yeah, exactly. Get you a singer.
Get you a hot ass singer and be on some reggaeton music videos or TikToks.
Yeah.
And then Manny, what about you? Who are you choosing to be Samuel's roommate?
Fuck that! I'll pick Jonah, baby. I want to see out there doing some leaks. I want to see out there some leaks, some titties out there. I don't know what the fuck is going on. Get everything going out there, baby.
And then Balthasar, who are you choosing?
Araujo, to show him how to act professional.
You know what? I'm gonna choose Pipo Gonzalez. Maybe the language barrier there, just someone that's a little older. Maybe lead by example. But that's gonna be interesting because the contract seems a good contract on the free. We have him for 3 years. I think they're starting to bring players are in their prime, and I think that's a really good move for the Galaxy. And then we know he plays winger, right? Is there any other player that's gonna challenge him for that starting position, or is that position pretty much his, Andrew?
I can't. I don't know of anyone on the team right now that would push him. It depends on what like we said earlier. It depends on where Vanny sees Efra Alvarez playing. If Efra Alvarez is going to play in the middle, or if he's going to play on the wing, maybe Efra Alvarez pushes him. But I don't see anyone right now. I think he's our locked-in starter.
Nah, I think Dunbar's going to push him. I think Dunbar. I think Dunbar got snubbed from last season.
Dunbar is staying in the reserve league.
You think so?
Yeah, I don't think he's coming up a lot.
He showed a little bit of sparks against the Portland game in the MLS Cup, his back game. But like I said, after that, we didn't see nothing of it. And the Keys wanted him. So, you know what I mean? And I think Vanny can find a way how to mix him in there to see maybe get a little bit of sparks in him. Because he has speed and he has touch and he has finishing. He's just young. So maybe, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I wouldn't be mad at it.
And then G-Man is asking, wouldn't it be best to choose a midfielder to build chemistry as his roommate? Yes, but I think we were just trying to choose people who were gonna kind of set him straight, since he does have that reputation of being a person that likes to party. But Manny decided to go in with the chemistry and choose Jonah.
That's the chemistry, baby. That's why me and Bob get along. That's why me and Bob got along from right to go. Hey, you brought a beer, I brought a beer. Oh shit, we like to drink.
But sometimes you need that balance. Like for example, me and you, right? You're the one having all the fun, and you're the one with the drinks, and then I'm the one over here taking notes at meetings and stuff like that, right?
You're the man with the show. You're the man with the show.
But yeah,
he's trying to get you to do more work, Manny. That's what he's saying.
Yeah, no, that's what I see. I see. I'm gonna look at my contract, just like on Sunday League. I only have 60 minutes, and they try to push me to 85. I can't do that.
Yeah,
I can get hurt doing that.
It's been a productive week for us and the Outlaws, and we'll talk about that shortly later on. But um, Manny, so you were saying that Dunbar is that person to push him. Baltasar, what do you think? Because
Hold on,
looking at
Balthasar,
the
before you say that, G-Man came out a good one. What about Kai Kinnear?
Kai Koreniak, yeah, maybe he's the one to challenge him. Plays winger as well. We saw him; he scored a goal in one of the games that he played. So and we'll discuss that. But for you, Baltasar, who's that player that might challenge him?
It could be Dunbar. It could be
Dunbar.
Dunbar because he has speed, and the kid seems that he has speed too. So Dunbar, I think, is the one who can
I
challenge.
think Dunbar has potential, and he has showed it the few minutes that he got. And that's another player that I was disappointed when GVS. I got it correct this time, chat. When GVS wasn't giving him the minutes, like the first game that he played at the MLS Back tournament, he played well. He started and played well. Then the second game on the bench. Third game, I believe
He
he
sh-
didn't play.
he showed that he was the at that game he was the most attacking threat that we had.
Every game he came in, he attacked.
Yeah.
Every single minute they gave him, he attacked. But let's go ahead and touch on G Man's question. Player that he thinks might challenge on Samuel for that position. How do you guys feel about Kai Koreniak on his second year with the first team
I think that he's gonna be the left winger
to
person
start the
that he
season?
is either starts the season or he competes with it. He's shown that he has that quality to play on top. But the thing is, consistent minutes is one to actually showcase what he can do. You know what I mean? Because you can have one good game. It's a whole. I think it's a band of putting games together, and he hasn't has that chance. So I think he deserves it.
And then Andrew, this team still has a few roster spots open. What positions do you think they still have to bring in more help in?
Striker. They need a striker. We need a backup striker. It's shown, shit since Latan that our backup striker of Ethan Zubak. And I know this is a Chris Tucker thing, but he's right about this. Our backup striker of Ethan Zubak is not enough, so we need a striker. It's kind of the biggest thing. I also would like a little bit more winger depth. Find out what's Pavon's not coming. It kind of sounds I don't know what the case is, but what if Phone's not coming? We need another winger who's going to be a starting player.
People
or at
saying
least
Ronaldo. So he wants him out of the summer.
Yeah, I don't think that'll be the case. I don't know. We'll see. It's crazy. Crazier things have happened. I have been told in the past by.
If you look at this roster right now, I just start thinking about it right now. If you look at this roster, you look at key position, there's either one person that's in their prime playing, starting, and either one youngster or one veteran right behind them. You look at Araujo, right? Araujo's you're starting right back. You have O'Neal right behind him. That's a veteran. The left back, you have either Villafaña starting, and you have Acosta right behind him. Older, younger, right? And then you look at the middle, you have Daniel Stairs, and I guess now the new Derek Williams, and then you have people Gonzalez, but you have Depew. There's also young there too,
Yeah.
fighting for that spot. Jonas, you're a veteran, your season, your prime guy, but now you have Harvey. There's a youngster that's gonna try to fight to get that spot. You know what I mean? So I'm starting to look at it that he either has a guy as a starter in his prime or getting to his prime, and a youngster or a veteran that's gonna push him to fight that for that starting spot.
Because Alex is asking that if the team is gonna get a replacement for Pavon by the start of the season.
I don't think it happens before the start of the season. I think they put a lot of eggs in the basket of getting Pavon, and so we might have to wait. I think if we do get someone before the start of the season, it might be rushed and not wise. Just my opinion.
I think we're just gonna wait. I think we're just gonna get a big sign on the summer.
Yeah, I agree with that too. If we're not having Pavon this year, that means we're not getting nobody in the DP, and we're either getting a big star in the summer. Whether it's Kun Agüero, whether it's Ronaldo, whether it's Lewandowski, whether it's somebody else, but it has to be a winger attacker because you're not replacing Chicharito up top. So if you guys think we're gonna get a whole new striker, we're not.
And then, or Alex also asked, or do we get a cam that we were supposed to that was supposed to be announced? We gotta wait. There's been a not a lot of rumors. I think the last rumor was from Vasquez, the
Victor Vasquez.
34-year-old cam. So not sure if that's still a legit rumor. But let's go ahead and touch on what was confirmed this week as well. MLS confirmed the home openers for the MLS teams. The first game we see the Galaxy in action is going to be away at Miami. That's going to be on April 25th. That's a 12 p.m. kickoff. How do you guys feel about the schedule coming out? Like, did you expect that? Because to be honest with you, I did not expect the first game to be in the East Coast like so quickly. I thought they were going to try to slow everything in. Maybe have us play Russell Lake, Colorado, Portland again, kind of how they did, like kind of take it by faces. So Andrew, does it surprise you that from the get go we had to cross to the East Coast and go play over there?
No, I think they're kind of looking at trends, and that's why the schedule got released so late. And I think they kind of see that, like the fact that we're even going to be possibly at the stadium at the second game, but our home opener is kind of crazy. So I think that's why going cross country is not, I think it's becoming, more and more people vaccinated, less and less cases. The ICU opens up, and we get the ability to do things like go cross country and go to the stadium.
I think MLS is they're smart about it. You take the states or the teams that are pretty much more less on the radar of not being open as much, and you put them out to markets that are more open. They could sell more, and the TV revenue will still be a lot. A lot of Galaxy fans are going to watch that game in the West Coast. You see. So I think that's smart, and it gives us, and it actually buys us time to see if we're actually going to get better or not during for our second game. Right now, based on the numbers, we're doing good. It looks like we're going to have fans back in opening game, and all depends on how, like Andrew said, the vaccines and the cases are getting low. How can, you saw bars opening up or indoor stuff's opening up now. All depends on us pretty much and how we handle this. If people are gonna go out there being wild, shit, nobody's gonna be at the stands no more. Same thing. The responsibility for us when we go back to the stands is on to us to make sure that we do our part to get the rest of the G's in there, because I know everybody wants to be there.
Yeah, and then that does bring us to our home opener. That's going to be on Sunday, April 25th against the New York Red Bulls, 2:30 kickoff. They have been saying that possibly there's going to be fans at those games, so we're going to be out there on with our tech green or our $10 Night Navy jerseys. So that is something if that I think it's interesting. Andrew, how do you feel about fans us possibly being in the stands for that game?
If it's safe, I'm down. If I'm vaccinated, and I think you need 2 weeks after the second shot to be fully immunized, or whatever the term is. I'm not a healthcare professional, but that's what I've read. I've heard from people. 8-Bit, who's a nurse. Shout out 8-Bit from Barcelona.
Hey, bit.
Yeah, if it's you have 2 weeks after the second shot, you should be fully immunized. And I hope if it's safe, if I can get that done before then I'm probably going to be there. Of course, I wait for everyone to get a chance, but it sounds like people are getting vaccines more and more now. More and more things are opening up for you to be able to get them. So
Yep.
I'm with it.
And then go ahead, Manny.
I was gonna say, me, I think when I listen to Straight from the Stands, and all of them have valid points, on their points of view, going back to the stadium. I haven't stopped working, so I try to take it as safe as possible. Unfortunately, that I did get it at one point, and I was trying to stay safe as possible. Even now, I still try to stay safe as possible. If I actually get the chance to go back and get vaccinated, I might be there. Being as safe as I can to be there and respecting other people's space.
Yeah.
I think that's the thing is you got to respect other people. And, you're there with your group. You're 6, you're 4, wherever you are. I know you guys want to say what's up to everybody. I know you guys want to hug. I know you guys want to take shots with each other. I know shit. I know we all want to do that, but it takes our first people to go there to set the standards to get the rest of the people in there.
Yeah, and then Baltasar, how do you feel about possibly being back at the stadium?
First, I'm excited to go back. Like, I can't wait to go back, walking through the stadium, like seeing everyone again. But like Manny said, and like we all said, like we have to be responsible. At what point that we need to like take care of each other, like meaning that we have to respect our 6 feet away. We have to like mm, being not being like getting a lot of people together. We just need to be responsible. Like if we got a chance to go back, and we're gonna be the first example to go. So we just need to do what we have to do.
Yeah, and then Andrew, I was thinking about something. Let's say that the capacity, the amount of tickets they sell, let's just throw a number. Let's say it's 5,000. Do you expect every seat in that stadium to be sold, like every available seat, or do you think us we're gonna be kind of slow to kind of wait and see, like, okay, let some other people go first and see how it is, or do you think that first game against the Red Bull every seat available is gonna be sold?
Think every seat is going to be sold, even if it was as many as like 7 or 8,000. I think every seat would be there would not be any available seats. They just think the demand is too many people are excited to go. It's been a year, it's going to be, I mean, imagine home opener last year. I don't know about y'all, but for us, that was one of the craziest like tailgates, and just the game itself was not great, but like the actual game on the field, but the tifos beforehand, there was an excitement. Imagine that, but like times 10, because we haven't been there in a year. So yeah, I think there's people that are like jonesing to go. I mean, I'm one of them, but I want to do it safely. But yeah.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I completely agree.
Yeah.
I think if it's safe, that is something I want to do. I feel that it's been a hard year, and to be able to be back at the stadium, it's something I really look forward to. I don't know. It's something. Go ahead.
I would say it's something like, you know, people that, through this whole year that we've been going through this stuff, through this pandemic, we're not out of it. By all means, we're not out of it. But a lot of privileges that you took for granted, that was taken away from you. If it was just going out to meet up with a friend at a bar, go eat at a nice restaurant with your wife or your husband, significant other, go watch a ball game, catch a $6, go watch the Dodgers. You know what I mean? Like all of that is was gone. And right now you have to like that one chance to go back. A lot of people were like, they'll do anything just to feel that feeling again for that one whole year. And but like I said, it's up to us to be responsible. Whoever goes back, to be responsible to get
Yeah.
not just those 4,000 people that go, but to get the next 4,000, to get the next 5,000. You know what I mean? Do your part so we get the rest of the 30,000 G's that want to go.
Absolutely. So we're gonna transition. Last week we tried something new, and it was our little segment,
Sin
our
paja.
little Sin Paja segment. And today we're gonna do a little different. I'm gonna ask you guys a few questions, and you guys are gonna give me your answers, Sin Paja. The first one, I know this team still has moves to make. It's not a complete roster, but Manny, does this team make the playoffs on the top 4 on our conference?
Bet we're gonna make top 4.
Sin paja.
Andrew,
Well,
how do you feel? Does this team make top 4 in the West?
The way the team, I mean, like we talked about earlier, it's probably 5 or 6 spots still on the team. So the way the team is currently constructed, no, I don't think we do. I think we can sneak into a wild card spot, but I don't think we make the top 4 teams.
And just to go a little sidetrack, is this team headed the right direction? Do you feel?
Yeah, I think we are. There's just like the Grancier, if I'm saying that right.
Say, put it for
Gra-
Grand Sire.
Grancier.
Gracio.
Grancier.
No,
I think that's a smart signing. Picking up Derek Williams is a smart signing. He didn't cost an international spot. I think there are smart moves that we've made. There's just probably 5 or 6 spots that we need to fill, and whether or not we need to fill a DP spot.
And then Baltasar, is this team a top 4?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, with
Hell
the moves that we're doing. Yeah, we just
Sin
need
paja.
2 more signs, and Sin Paja, we're gonna be there.
You know what? I'm in the middle. I want to just let myself believe that this team is already there, but it's a process, and we're headed the right direction. If we have
Hold
a
on, time out. Do you run the Galaxy socials? Because you're saying all the shit that they say is a process. I'm in the middle.
The
So
thing
I
is,
wanna make sure it's not you.
let me be honest with you. So if the Galaxy makes the playoffs, of course it's an improvement, and that's not all I want. But if we have a home game, a home playoff game, I'm happy because we haven't had one in a while. And if we get a home game, it means that we're probably in the top half, and if we're all there, it means that this pandemic is pretty much almost gone. So it means a lot of good stuff. But you know what? Just to not be in the middle, I'm gonna go with yes, this team is gonna be barely in the top 4, but yeah, I think they will. If I have to
3
go
to
with
1, Andrew. 3 to 1.
and then
I'll take it.
G-Man was saying that they won't be if they don't have the 3D piece, that they won't be top 4, and that does bring me to my next question, and that was that are the Galaxy gonna play with 2D piece the whole 2021 season? Baltasar, what do you think?
Like I said, like if we don't sign any, like I think the Galaxy, they don't have anyone in mind to bring it.
Yeah.
Like
Oh,
Fabon.
2 o 3, 0-3.
No, they don't have anything. So
So,
that means
con
they're
dos?
not gonna sign anyone. They're just gonna play with 2 DPs, and they're gonna wait to the summer to get one star.
So
player.
to summarize,
Another
Chapin,
DP.
Chapin is saying that the Galaxy are gonna make top 4 with just 2 DPs. So imagine when we get that
That's what
third
he's
one.
saying.
There we go.
Damn. Champion.
Sin
A huevo,
paja.
Cerote.
Ah, huevo.
Yeah.
Sin paja.
And then
Then
Hey, you know how Eggy is on the chat right now? Like, Eggy, instead of saying a huevo, Eggy.
yeah, and then Andrew, how do you feel about the Galaxy? Are we gonna play the whole season with just 2 DPs?
Nah, definitely not the whole season. They'll figure something out in summer. It would be very un-Galaxy like to not have a DP for an entire season. So
As long as it's the correct decision, I just don't want them to rush and just go and get whoever they think is gonna sell the most jerseys. Shout out to Brian. He says that we are at the bottom 4. So
But what bottom 4? Bottom 4 out of playoffs or bottom 4 in playoffs? See, that's where he gets you at, bro. That's where he gets you at. But he's not wrong. He's gonna tell you something. You
and
have
then
to ask him, what
Alex
bottom
is
4?
saying that Samuel on the left for now and Ephra on the right. And then Brian is saying that we're gonna wait to we get the third season though. Yeah, so let me go to my next one. Pretty much my last one here. The
I'm
last
glad
two
you didn't
seasons.
ask me that. I'm glad you didn't ask me that.
Oh,
question.
go ahead. I thought
No,
I
don't
had
answer it.
started with you.
I don't want to answer that. I don't want to answer it. Go ahead.
Dale, Cerote.
I'm gonna say we play with 3 DP spots. Sorry from the beginning.
Starting from the beginning. Okay. Just say yes or no.
Baptista.
Is that third DP someone not named Christian Pavon?
I'm gonna bet. I'm gonna bet. Like, there's so much invested in it that they don't pull it no more. Like, it has to be a really big bombshell for them not to pull it. So, I am a betting man. If the odds are like they're gonna pull it or not, I'm gonna say they're just gonna stick it out.
Yeah, all right. Let's go ahead and move to the third one. This team has had very bad defense the last 2 years for sure. We haven't had a positive goal differential in over 2 years, I believe. So is this the year that the Galaxy finished with a positive goal differential, Andrew?
I'm gonna be optimistic here, and I'm gonna say yes. I'm gonna hope that we get our defense turned around and we stop giving up like crazy amounts of goals. And I think Cheech is on that comeback tour. He's on that revenge tour. So I think we score some goals this season too. So I'm gonna say yes. I'm gonna be optimistic. It's rare for me to be optimistic. So yes.
Sin paja.
And then Balthazar, where do you stand with this Galaxy having a positive goal differential?
Well, we seem like we have a good defense right now, like with the pieces that we're adding, and I think we can get some like a good season with them. So maybe yeah.
So maybe yeah, or you don't sound so
Yeah.
convinced. So you don't get a sin paja
No,
right
no.
there. And then Manny, how do you feel? Do you think this defense is gonna turn it around, and then the offense is gonna produce some goals and get us that positive goal differential?
I'm gonna say we're gonna have a positive goal differential. Our back line, when everybody's healthy, is gonna be Araujo, Depew, Derek Williams, Villafaña.
Sin
We're not gonna see no
paja.
people. We're not gonna see goddamn Daniel Stairs, and Acosta's gonna come in, game here and there. But
You did mention people, and then Alex had a question earlier, and I wanted to hold it until this segment, and he was asking, are the G's gonna keep Pipo Gonzalez until the end of his contract? So do you guys see Pipo Gonzalez being here this whole full season, Manny?
yeah, bro, why would he want to give up that money? Same thing as Jonah's here. Jonah's not gonna give up that money. You think Jonah was gonna give up a TAM deal? When have you seen Gio give up a deal? He gets bought out. Come on, bro. His dad are their agents, so they're getting paid. Costa Rica League, really, you're gonna leave that money on the table to go to the Costa Rica League, and then you're still gonna be in CONCACAF? Like, it's a no-brainer. If I was his agent, I'll be like, sit your ass there on the bench, get your money, and then stay healthy, and then we go to Costa Rica and we get paid again.
Andrew, you agree?
Yeah, absolutely. There's no one for us to trade him. He's going to get paid. Exactly. Why would you rather sit here, be on the bench in LA and make over $1 million, or would you rather go to the Costa Rican League and make far less? And like you said, live in Costa Rica, or maybe he goes to Mexico, but he won't. He doesn't make anywhere near what he's making here anywhere else.
On the bench, he still gets called up to the national team.
Yeah.
Este cerote ya está viejo, so ya solo viene a agarrar su dinero y se va.
Pues toma su mate, se come ahí al lado de
Yeah, pura
next to the
vida.
beach, a pura vida. Shit, hey, let me get that, baby. I'll enjoy it. Shit. Put me in the bench and get $1 million? Fuck that.
You know what? I agree. I think he's gonna be here this whole season. But I don't see him being here next year. No way that he's here. Unless he comes on like a super cheap contract and they just bring him for depth and leadership. But I personally wouldn't have him here.
Free.
Yeah.
Hold on, I have a comment on the chat. It says from Diego Guzman. Said, "What's up, Small Bob? Your comment like a week ago was spot on, my boy." What comment was that? If you remember.
I don't know. I'm gonna need some more context on that one.
If you have more context on Diego, let us know because we want to know.
Because I'm always spot on.
And then Balthazar, Diego Guzman is asking you a question, and he asks, "What is a cerote?" The best that you can answer.
He can answer that. He can't answer that. So you cannot answer. You're Chapin.
It's an expression.
Yes, it's a solvi. It's solvi. It's a solvi thing. You can't answer that.
It's an expression that we use.
That we use. Who's we?
Central American guys say that's like, "What's up, my boy?"
Y'all gonna get people in
y'all
trouble.
can't use that, but y'all can't use that. See, that's shit that y'all can't use. But we
Hey.
can.
So now that we went over those questions, do you guys have a sin paja, something that you guys want to say, something on top of your mind, or are we good?
I think I'm good.
We're good. All right. So nothing else for us for.
If you guys have a sin paja in the chat, like you guys have a question down there, go ahead and put it on. We'll answer it.
Sin paja.
And then, yeah, so let's go ahead and move on a little bit further. I know a lot of people have been waiting for us to touch on Liga G and Liga Galaxia. And we're going to start off with Liga Galaxia real quick. Yesterday was the semifinals and the finals of the Mixer Cup. Manny, which is the team that you were playing for?
I was with Class Trends, sharpshooters. We
And
lost in those damn semifinals. Shit, we talked all that shit. Hey, whoever was our defenders, big shout out to them because it was only like one and two of them. But the rest of you guys, once I find out, I know one of them is on my team. I'm gonna go out there and fight his ass when I see him at the stands. I'm not gonna say his name right here for not showing up.
And then okay, and then I was playing for Ballin's team, and Manny, I usually don't get confident, and yesterday on one of our discords I was kind of like, hey, we're gonna be in the final. I was feeling confident, I was ready, and yeah, I was just reminded why I don't do that, why I don't get ahead of myself, because we went undefeated during the regular season, the 4 games we played, and yesterday we lost the first game 1-0. The second game, we win it 1-0. We go to overtime. We go ahead 1-0, and then it just all went downhill. We end up losing 4-3. So then, Manny, what was the team that you guys played? Because that was the team that won the championship.
Yeah, it's called the guy from our homie from G30. Forgot what
Yeah,
his name is,
Michael
but-
plays there.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
forget
he was
their
a striker, man. I didn't know he was that good. I actually,
But-
you know what? I ain't gonna lie, bro. I thought like, hey, fucking Liga Galaxia, you know what I mean? Based on that, they score a lot of goals, this and that, blah blah. I was taking it kind of like, oh shit, and this surprised me. Now, you know what? I gotta get used to this fucking control, man. This is fucking weird.
And then Alex has a little sync behind. Before I get there, my team, we hold off Michael's team, I think, to 1 goal both times we played them, so we were holding them down. And that Alex is saying Kevin and Rudy are the best defending duo in Liga
ซิม
Galaxia.
ป่ะค่ะ
Now he said Kevin
yeah.
he said Kevin and Rudy are overrated, and he said Kevin and Chichadios are goated. So I don't know which one's the right one right there.
Hey,
Dile un hijo,
hey,
Alex.
rumor has it that Samoa Bob might be coming to Liga Galaxias out there. So there's rumors that they're working on a shipment. He might be needing some pieces here and there, but hey, there's rumors that the rumors are, I'm gonna say they're at yellow. They're mild. They're
I'll
mild
take
that he's showing up to Liga
I'll take
Galaxia
that.
for the season. So,
I still need to be recruited, so no one's come to me yet. So
hey, Class Trend's gonna show up right now. He's on it, bro. He recruits everybody.
You know what though? I'm really excited
If
to get
you're a
the
forward, he's gonna put you on goalie, though.
yeah.
I'll play
You know,
wherever. I'm a team player.
I'm really excited to get the season going with Liga Galaxia. I'm excited because Rudy and we've been doing good at center back this tournament. I think most of the games we only received like 1 goal. So we've been doing good, and now we got Balthazar, we got you, Manny. So just to touch a little bit, how do you guys feel with Liga Galaxia? Like, has it been different, or how do you guys feel coming from Liga G?
Dale, Chapi.
I don't know. I feel like that shit is weird. The control is weird. I don't know how to fuck what I'm doing there, but I'm trying to do something with that shit. It's my first time playing that shit, and I'm like, I have to get used to that shit.
Yeah.
I need to practice. Tomorrow, my little girl is not gonna be here a whole day. Fuck it, I'm gonna spend the day right there.
And then, Balthasar, I have a question for you because I play defense with you, and whenever you go past midfield, someone's yelling at you, Chapin, get back, right?
Yeah.
So, is it the same in Liga Galaxia, or is it a little different? Do you feel a little more free to go up and down?
No, they yelling me not to come. I'm like, he's like, hey, Chapin, go help him. And I'm like, what the fuck? I'm defense, though. I have to stay right here. Like,
Everybody's an attacker. Everybody's an attacker, baby.
Yeah,
they're like 5 forwards.
I see the other center back. He's playing like a cam, and I'm like, what the fuck? What are you doing there, bro? But like I say, I'm getting used to that shit, so I'm just need more practice.
No,
And then, Manny, how do you feel?
I say we have another Galactico, my nephew. He say that He's on the verge of joining Liga Galaxia. So if you guys need players, he's out there too. He could play. His name is Shroom. Uh, you know what? I like it. You know why? Not just the gameplay, the whole like locker room, the whole new party chat, the whole new environment with new players, getting to know new people. The whole game, one game, I kept calling a player the wrong name, even though they corrected me like 3 times. I'm like, all right, cool, I got this, but I kept calling him the wrong name. And I was like, hey, bro, today you're gonna be fucking Pox. I don't care if your name is Package. You're Pox to me all day, like uh, so that's pretty fun. And getting to know new tactics, you bring your experience, you try to mix it in with theirs, with their league. I'm excited for it because it's brand new. So uh, the jerseys are fire. Can't wait to fucking put that one on. So
When Rudy have time to give us, right?
yeah, when Rudy fucking has time to give us that shit, but he rocks it all the time. But
Yeah,
for us,
shout out
he-
Rudy.
fucking Rudy. we-
So Anthony's saying that he wants to go on a team that's not our team because he wants to go against us. So
I'll fucking fight that fool when I see his ass. I'm gonna see his ass on Sunday. I'm gonna go fucking stab his ass, break his Xbox so he can't play.
and then Liga G. So we have made it to the final. It's gonna be Rhino against Beer Belly Boys. We know that Andrew, you guys made it to the playoffs. Can you describe that experience? Because it was like we were kind of keeping an eye on Galacticos and Walnut, but then here comes Barcelona, and you guys make the playoffs. Can you describe that?
Hey, yeah, describe that whole decision day shit that you guys were going through the party chat. Like that shit would have been fucking fire in there.
Well, I mean, you have first-hand experience about playoffs with Manny, right? Doesn't Manny have
What
playoff?
the fuck? Hey, bro. Hey, bro.
Playoff
Why you shooting?
experience, or-
Why you shooting? Why you shooting shit, dog? Why you shooting shit right now?
It's just a little banter, dog. It's just a little banter.
Simba.
I gotta throw
Alright,
it in there. We're talking about Liga G. You know,
It's all right, baby.
it gets my juices flowing with some bants. But
I don't get butt
so-
hurt. I don't get butt hurt.
so we lost to Beer Belly 6-1. They whopped us. It was like bad. And then we switched formations, and then we just went on a winning streak. And then decision day, because the way the schedule shook out, we actually had less games. But we came from the bottom, and we just kept winning games.
The fuck you think you are, Drake?
Yeah, we started from the bottom, and then we ended up in the semifinals. That's how it goes, right?
That's it.
Close enough. The bootleg version, but fuck it, the bootleg version.
But yeah, just kept winning games. And then I remember we were watching you. We finished our game. We were watching you guys. And I put it down there that, Barcelona won. We beat G Empire. We who else did we beat on decision day? Was it CD? No, we didn't play CD. I forgot who it was now. But we beat whoever was on decision day.
I think it
And
was DOG.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I think you're right. And so, we actually ended up being above you guys, and you guys needed to score, I think, 5 goals to beat us. And I forgot how that game ended, but yeah, it was a wild finish. The decision day remains undefeated.
If you look at our, I don't know if you did or did not go back to our party chat. We were like, oh shit, I had told the team like, hey, if we win 3 games, we're fucking in playoffs. There's no way Walnut Park is gonna win all those games. If we win 2, we need some help. Maybe they drop 1. All right, like cool. We need some goals. If we win 1, we need to pray that we sneak in there. We didn't win shit. But the thing in the party chat, we were looking at the scores, and they were like, "Oh shit!" In the last game, we just need to score 3, and we're in. All right, cool. And then somebody goes, "Well, technically, Barcelona is beating us." We're like, "Who? Barcelona? What the fuck?" We all start doing the math, and we're like, "No way that they're. Where the fuck did they come from? What the fuck? Were they mathematically out?" They're like, "No, technically they had a slim chance, and for some reason." They fucking
all the
got
games
in there.
fell our way. Yeah,
All the games fell away.
Yeah.
I think it was your whole fucking pizza party shit that you motivated.
I said that at the beginning of the season. Why didn't they start playing good then? Nah, to be honest, it was the clean sheets. We had clean sheets at the I think 3 in the last 5 games we had clean sheets, and big up Savage and our defense for holding it down for those games.
Nah, I was excited. I actually was. You know what? That's what I actually liked the decision day because we were in that boat last season, hoping that you guys were gonna win and you guys let us down.
Oh yeah, yeah,
But we had made that run to put ourselves in that position. You know what I mean?
yeah.
And we knocked out CD Angelinos. And now at the end of this decision day, it was you guys and CD Angelinos fighting over goal
Yeah,
differential.
goal
You know what I mean? You know
differential.
what I mean? You
Yeah.
know, can you imagine Scott out there just doing math over and over again, over and over again before he posted that? Like, you know what I mean?
Checking spreadsheets, like combing
Did
over it.
I
Yeah, I see
did
it
I
in my mind. I can see it.
like you know what I mean? How many DMs he's gonna get? Like, F you got out with Gerber, you know what I mean? Everything. But everybody was waiting for that whole what was the final lineup. And actually that's what I like about this today, because you never know what's gonna happen.
And you
Yeah.
know what? The last two
Yeah.
seasons, Decision Day has not failed. It has been great. Last year we almost snuck in there. Now this year, Barcelona does. So I think that's really awesome. So the final, that's gonna be Beer Belly boys against Rhino, Manny and Andrew. I know you guys keep up a little bit more with the league. So Andrew, how do you see that final? Who's the favorite to win the championship?
I'd say that the favorite has to be Beer Belly, just because they've been more consistent.
Mhm.
Rhino is one of the teams that we beat and got a clean sheet on our way to Decision Day. That was the games before Decision Day. So I think that Rhino has been a little bit inconsistent towards the end of the season. I think they saw themselves as the number one team, and then they just fell short of that. So those expectations are probably why they're one of the better teams. But I think Beer Belly should have the if you were to bet, as Manny is one to bet, Beer Belly should have the better line
I
going
do
into it.
I do remember betting the honey challenge, and I think out of all four, out of our natural position, I actually score a goal because Scott was a forward, so that's not his natural position. Fuck, he's a midfielder like us. Uh, so
But
so
we never
between
scored on each other.
hey,
That was the
whoever
bet.
said that, whoever
That
said
was
that,
the
I said
bet.
one goal
That
between
was the
all
bet.
the four of us. I
I
was the
don't
only one
know.
that scored.
Manny
No, that
scored
was the bet.
when
Manny
we
made the
played Brun,
goal.
so I think Brun gotta do the honey challenge.
Uh, I'll pay to see that.
Yeah, bro. Do that, bro.
And
uh,
then
nah,
Manny,
I would
how do you
say
feel about this final Beer Belly boys? Every time we say Beer Belly boys, Chapin's over here saying no era penal. But how do you feel about this
Yeah.
final?
I think Bob said it right. Like, they're the favorites. They're the top of the team of the season. They reached the semifinals last season. They actually jumped over this time and got to the final. But like I said, I'm a gambling man, so I wouldn't count out Rhino. Rhino has some championship pedigree in their team. If Gio, if he can stop tweeting about himself from 3 accounts, you know, actually rallied this team together and put it behind Bruce's back. I think Bruce has got this in the midfielder. Um, they might come up with an upset. All depends on what Beer Belly shows up. If Beer Belly shows up as the dominant team, then it's good. But if Rhino can sneak out that first game,
It's a coin
uh,
flip, man.
uh,
I really think it's a
um,
coin
Yeah.
flip.
I
is
know
number
Beer
one, number
Belly
two.
is a
Is
strong
number one,
team.
number two. Is number one, number two. So what I mean. Rhino, they're not like somebody you could push over. They have a good pedigree in there. They're top scorers in there. They're good defenders in there, just like Beer Belly. So I think this is gonna be a great final. The winner gets whoever wins the first game is gonna be the winner of the series.
Yeah. All right, so that's gonna be an interesting final. That's this Sunday, so make sure you guys tune into to the final. But let's go ahead and transition to the awards. So the sponsors for these awards is as followed. So the Liga G champion, they get that a royal trophy, and they get Galaxy jerseys provided by the team. So big shout out to the Galaxy. The most valuable player is gonna get a signed Galaxy jersey, so another big shout out to the Galaxy. The Golden Boot is gonna win shirts, pins, and stickers from Cali Classico. And defensive player of the year, that's JLab earbuds. So big shout out to the Godfather. He's providing those JBL earbuds, JLab earbuds. And then goal of the year, that's gonna be new UFC gift card. And then the social media award, that's gonna be Common Corners beer, Manny.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Mhm.
Keep voting for the goal of the year. It goes up to tomorrow. So keep
Alright.
going. That's the only one we don't have, and obviously the champion. But go vote. Your
All
vote
right,
counts.
so make sure you guys vote for that, and then so Manny, do you want to go ahead and announce the first award that's gonna be the social media award?
Yeah. So the Chris Thomas Social Media Award goes to. We get a drum roll. No drum roll.
Yeah, it's going.
Boom. De la Guerra, DOG de la Vampire. You know, they came out with some real creativity with their players talking. I was laughing my ass off the whole damn time. You know, they match everybody else's social media with their stadium, what they're posting. But I think the one that knocked it over was the whole guys talking.
Yeah.
I don't know how they did it, but let me know because that just seems pretty funny.
The open letter to the league too is pretty funny.
Yeah, so I think they came out with
Yeah.
they came out with some different creativity,
Yeah.
and we appreciate that. But nonetheless, you know, the guy that was running right behind him was DJ Herbie Herb with Wanna Park running their social media.
And
they
big
were
shout
the
out to
only team-
Walnut because they go. I think you were gonna make that point. Go ahead, Manny.
Yeah, I said they're the only team that actually reached out and did a local sponsorship in the beginning of our league. You know, I know we had sponsored trophies, we had sponsored awards, but they actually put in a local Da Vinci ice cream right there in Carson on their jerseys, and they had a whole commercial for them at their stream and stuff like. And that's something that I appreciate. That's something that I like, and they took it beyond the part. Now, when I go to Da Vinci ice cream, I said, "Hey, Wanna Park sent me," so they know who they are. So big shout out to them reaching out to, you know, I don't know how that worked, but they actually started a trend even with our Liga G. Now instead of using brands that we know, we're actually using local retailers, local vendors, local creators. You know what I mean?
Jeez.
I
And-
hear
40Gs.
that Galacticos is in talk with Community G to get the patch on the sleeve.
But you know what?
Hey,
Galacticos
hey.
doesn't want to drop that money, man. So I don't know.
No, right now we're in contract with Cali Classics, but hey, we could beat the Mexican team of the fucking Liga G. We could put a bunch of sponsors all over our shit.
And then when we start selling Galacticos jerseys, some of them are gonna come with the sponsored patches. Some are not. So you got to buy it to see which one you get, right?
Correct, yeah. we could do
but
that shit.
let's go ahead
first, okay?
Let's go ahead and move on to another award, and that's gonna be the Defensive Player of the Year. Go ahead and take that, Manny.
Okay, Defensive Player of the Year. You know, destroying attacks and helping control the tempo has been his calling card. For 3 seasons, he's been involved in all that. He's been consistent in controlling the tempo and demanding the middle. A lot of people may not agree with his name, but it's known. It's Mayo. Congratulations to Bruce at BWM 121. He is 2-time champion. He's going for his 3-peat. You know what I mean? Nonetheless, he is a defensive midfielder that is very intelligent, very smart, and he plays. You know, it's very hard to break down that guy in the middle. So, congratulations to Bruce. We'll put you in contact with Godfather. Get your earbuds so you can play better.
You just called the defensive player of the year. Now you're saying he's got to play better.
Yeah, bro. Now he can hear us. Now he can hear us.
And then
I think it's well deserved. Let me just put my 2 cents.
Didn't you want him for like 2 seasons already? I've seen a lot of videos of you out
Hey
there
man, you know,
doing like doing some music videos, doing like a little bit of Neo, a little bit of Usher.
That's Cosmo slander. That's some old Cosmo slander. Whoever ran Cosmo socials used to slander my name, you know, put me into videos and stuff. And you know, I will not have this. Barcelona goes after nobody. We get people that want to come to us. All right. We aren't the pursuers. We're the attractors.
Oh damn!
Yeah.
Shit, he's a matchmaker, huh?
And then the Golden Boot, big props to Steve 312 from Beer Belly Boys. He scored 19 goals. So he's gonna be getting some stuff from Cali Classics. So big shout out to him. I remember last year, I'm not sure if he was the Golden Boot or was he second.
He was up there. I'm not.
Yeah, I
100%
remember he
sure,
was
but
up there. Yeah, I
this is
remember the name.
second season in a row that he's won it. I think he actually won it last season.
Yeah.
Read on the notes, he won it last season. So that's 2 seasons in a row. He's a Golden Boot winner, and he's in the final. Time to show up, baby. Can you make it? Can you make it the story? That's what you want, right?
Scored a hat trick on us in the first game of the in like 30 minutes in the first game of the semifinals. So he's showing up.
All right, Manny. So that brings us to the last award that we're gonna be announcing because the Goal of the Year, the voting's still going on. So make sure you guys still go and vote for that. But Manny, so who is the MVP for season 3 of Liga G? And this person is gonna be winning a signed team jersey.
Wow, a signed team. From us or from the Galaxy? 'Cause I can
From the
sign it right
Galaxy.
now. Oh, okay.
we
shit.
cannot confirm that it comes with the appropriate patches, so not too sure that it comes with the patches, but still big shout out to
Or
the
it could be
Galaxy.
the Navy jersey.
Night Navy, or you can get an equipment jersey. I don't know what the hell's
A
going on.
South
but
Bay
you're
Galaxy
gonna get,
shirt.
Yeah, fucking. We don't know who's signing it, but you're getting something. All right, so let me read the commissioner's notes because I don't want to mess up his stuff. It says it was an incredible tight MVP race this season, and it was. I mean, a lot of people saw the notes. It was, but fuck you guys. With several players in contention for the award at the end. Yeah, you guys take it personal because it was you guys. His late season heroics not only kept his team alive, but gave them their first ever playoff appearance with over 120 saves of the season. And from an electrifying performance that helped him bring this team from last place to contenders, the one and only active goalkeeper, my respects to him, Inland Savage. And if you guys did not see their stream, there were some stops that he was with his face, with his toes, with his ass. I don't know what the hell he was throwing his shoe. He was just stopping stuff like
La chancla, loco.
He played against us, and I think he had like 16 saves.
He
I'm like,
always
who
has
does
big
that?
games against us. Every time we play
Yeah.
them, he has big games.
And he showed up. Even he had them in a couple of games in the playoffs. So you saw that against G Empire, he kept them in the game. The first game he kept them into overtime, but the next 2 games he did some heroic stops. Like no AI goalie would have done that. I don't know what they're drinking over there in Barcelona, or what they're passing him, or what PED he's doing, but we need some over here on this side, or some drug tests on him.
He's our wall, man. We've rode with him since first season. He came from another team, but right before the beginning of our first season, and he's been our guy. I don't think anyone else deserves it more than him. He's a good dude. Nothing but the best for the wall of Barcelona.
Well, you got to give him a speech. Give him a speech, baby.
I mean, he's what got us to our playoff spot. And if you watch the playoffs, you know that he's a big reason why we won what we won. We did what we did, and we were able to beat G Empire. I mean, also like the banter to beat G Empire also fueled us, but without Inland Savage, we wouldn't have been where we were. We wouldn't have even been in the playoffs. Like I said, 3 clean sheets towards the end of the season. That was huge for us. If you can keep a clean sheet, it's easy to get 1 goal. You can get a fluke goal. You know what I mean? So I got nothing but respect for my guy. I love him. I'm glad he's my teammate. He's a good person too, and I don't think anybody else, earned a signed team jersey more than this guy.
I'm happy for him because, like I said, like to play goalkeeper, it is stressful. It's a heartache because one bad game you can fuck up your team, and to put your team, on your shoulders to give yourself some clean sheets, to give yourself a chance to actually compete. We've all tried to play goalkeeper one time, and it's hard. It's not that easy at all, So big shout out to the goalkeepers. If you are in Liga G, if you guys want to play, hey, come on and try it out and play. So big shout out. I think he deserves it. 3 seasons in, he's improved every season. So hopefully next season he gets to the final.
Yeah, shout out Savage. I hope he's listening. I kind of dropped the thing in there at the beginning of when we started. So yeah, I'm happy. I can't be. It's my teammate. It's only person in Barcelona that was even close to MVP. He was the only one on the list. So I think he deserves it. And like you said, all those saves, 100-something saves. He stuck with the position, and I'm happy, man.
Yeah, a lot of people can quit off the stress, going after everybody goes. Oh,
he even has a goal. He has a goal against Barachos from
Ask Kevin
from
about
season
it.
2.
Ask Kevin about it.
He tries to play goalkeeper, and everybody yells at him.
But you know what? If playing defense is stressful, imagine playing goalie. How stressful that must be, because like Baltasar says, I sometimes I do get nervous still. And this season, you know what? The best is still to come for Galacticos. I know Chapin feels the same way that I do. This season hurt, and I think next season we're gonna come and we're just gonna go at it. But congrats to all the winners, and then a big shout out to all the sponsors. All this stuff wouldn't be possible without you guys, and so big thank you. Us that we play in the league. Big thank you to you guys, because you guys make this possible. You guys make it fun, because who would have thought that Hero would be talking about an MVP or Defensive Player of the Year? So I think that's super awesome. But let's go ahead and talk
I was
about
gonna say, hold on, right before you come that. Thank you to the sponsors. I have your guys' beer. All the sponsors are getting beer from Common Corners. De La Gara, hit me up. I'll tag you on everything. All the winners with the sponsors. And thank you guys. If you guys looking to sponsor season 4, hit us up. We as long as you're a G and you're making G content, that's what we love. Yeah, just thank you guys overall. If you guys tried the Liga G beer, man, that shit was fire. That shit was fire, man. I wish I could drink all the ones that I have for the sponsors, but I can't, because then I'll get in trouble. But fuck, I want to just down that shit.
Yes.
You're gonna be like, "What beer?"
Check back tomorrow morning to see if he hasn't drank them tonight.
Do not join Community after dark. Do not join that shit.
Go ahead and join. Today's only gonna be a quick one. For sure. Just 30 minutes. We're gonna hang out real quick. We're gonna be dropping that link pretty soon. I'll put it in the comments. But let's go ahead and talk about the stuff going on in the community right now. I know that the Galaxians are gonna be having a charity drive, and that's gonna be on March 21st. That's a Sunday from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. and they are doing this event for foster care youth. So the items they need is new insulated water bottles, boxes of candy, snack packs, Uno game cards. If you cannot make it to the stadium to drop that off, they do have an Amazon wish list as well. So make sure you guys participate in that. Anything that we're able to help as Galaxy fans, let's go ahead and do that. Another thing that is going on, that's gonna be the equipment sale at the stadium. You know what? I heard it just got canceled, so don't go. More stuff for us,
Hey,
right?
Kevin, yes.
It got
tell them,
canceled.
like,
Don't go to the
it
equipment
got
sale, guys.
canceled.
It got canceled. You'll be hearing that. No, I'm just kidding. The equipment sale that is gonna be happening the same day. So take advantage. Go get some stuff, and then take some stuff for the Galaxians for what they're doing as charity. And also, if you go to the sale, the equipment sale, they do have a give and get going with AFJA. So if you take a new piece of soccer equipment to donate to AFJA, you will receive 15% off one sales item of your choice. So it's a win-win. You go get some new gear. You provide some new gear to someone in Central America who needs it, and then you get a little discount. So make sure you guys are participating in that. But Manny, anything else that you know going on in the community?
Um, no, just based on us on Outlaws. I know Bob could, you know, agree on this that our membership's going up on Monday for anybody that's willing to help us out and become a member. Um, you'll be getting some masks. So there's gonna be some Gator masks. I don't know if you guys can see it or not. So you'll get the OG
Métela,
logo.
loco.
You'll get the OG logo, and then you'll get the alternative logo that was made by Albi. The skeleton one. It's pretty much easy. Just put it over your head. Just a little Gator mask. This is the blue one. You guys have seen the white one I put on the pictures. They're $25 for our membership. All the proceeds go back to our group for whatever poles, banners, paint, tifos, merchandise. Everything goes back to our group. Isn't you know what I mean? So we appreciate anybody that could actually help us out and get a membership, and then we'll come out with some. We have some merch coming out later on too. So hopefully you guys could help us out and get a membership with us. I know Lars, ACB, Galaxy, and all of them have membership because that's the funds to go back to our group.
And then Andrew, do you have any information to share for your memberships or anywhere where people could get referred to when those memberships do come out?
Yeah, memberships are available now. You can go on the website and get your membership. If you had membership last year, because we didn't really be able to do anything, I decided to roll that into this year. So you should be able to check if you go on to laradSquad.org. You can be able to log into your 138SC. And if you've paid, it'll say 2020 member on it. We're trying to fix it so it says 2021 member, but it should say 2020 member. And then if you're not, then you can pay for it. It's $25. Like Manny said, it goes to allow us to do the things that we are able to do. We do have a shirt up right now. I know people have been, I don't know about y'all, but people hit us up for merch all the time. So there's a shirt up on the website now. It's a California bear. It says, the front says California is Los Angeles. Shout out to Yellow Van Dam.
Shout out to Blood Rust that's creating that stuff and actually did some of our jerseys too. So
absolutely, yeah. I think he's done like 3 jerseys in the league. At least
he's done. You know what? Before we head out, I want to say shout out to G Empire. They came up with a fire that was made by Blood Rust also.
Very clean jersey.
The very nice jersey, Star Wars. They actually gave it to me. So thank you, Jeff. Thank you, Tony, that actually did the design with Blood Rust. He put it together. Blood Rust made it happen. Everything at the end. So it was, what? One thing I like to talk about or like to say that G's helping out G's.
Absolutely.
Our masks are made by a G. So he's technically gonna start printing them out starting next week. He's gonna start doing them next week. So I'm for G's for G's. That's what
he's
I see.
Supporting G's.
There you go.
Support G businesses.
There you go. That's a hashtag. G's supporting G's. So we can do that as much as we can. That'd be great. I know sometimes it gets tough because you can't be corporate pricing, but if you're able to support another G in their local business, go ahead and do it. If you have one, let us know. We'll get you guys on the show. Well,
absolutely.
So you guys give out their plug.
We do a shout out to Diego. Diego's doing home renovations. I've been seeing his work. I think I follow him on Instagram.
If you need your restroom fixed, he'll fix it for you. He
does some
nice
crazy
stuff.
work. Yeah.
I want to get that I want to get that shower head that he posts like that big old one like a rain. It almost feel like a MTV Crib stuff, bro. It feels like you're just walking in. Like I had this little ass shower head that if the water shuts down, I'm like, oh shit, I gotta move.
All right, guys. So we're gonna start wrapping it up. So, Andrew, where could people catch you on social media?
No social media, but I got a friend named @SamoaBob who reads tweets to me. He'll send me stuff. So if you want to follow @SamoaBob, That's my homie. It's not me. But yeah, other than that, I'm not. I'm media silent. I'm dark. I'm in the dark.
He's out the grid.
I'm off the grid. That's right.
And then Manny, where can people catch you?
You can find me on Twitter as Manny2_G. You can find me with the Galaxy Outlaws, in the tailgates, or just on, and also with the donations with the Galaxians, with ACB, donating, spare time, whatever you guys need, just hit me up, man. I'll try to help you guys out whatever I can, or lead you the right way.
And then Balthazar, where can people catch you on the socials?
You can catch me on Instagram and Twitter at El Chapin87.
And then make sure you guys follow us, community_G. Also, subscribe on YouTube. And then, like Manny said, if you have a business or you know someone that is a Galaxy fan and has a business, get connected with us. We'll love to have you guys on. And then next week we'll be on at the same time, 9:15 p.m. We are in negotiations to bring in another co-host from another Galaxy podcast on the short term to co-host next week. So we are gonna have a new face for next week. So we are really excited about it. Yeah. So cause I'm gonna be out, so we're gonna bring someone in to fill in. So tune in next week, and also community after hours. You guys want to get on that Zoom call? I already dropped the link on the comments. If not, go ahead and DM us, and we'll send it your way. Go ahead, man.
Yeah. I said after the community after hours, we talk about everything and anything, but anything sports, anything G related, whatever. And Kevin, when the fuck do we ever get vacation hours?
Yeah, well, I'm already putting mine in. I already got my vacation hours, so I'm gonna be gone next Friday. And then same thing with like Liga Galaxia. I'm gonna be taking next Tuesday off. So I already got my vacation hours. Maybe you guys will get them soon.
Yeah. You know what? Big shout out to Kevin. He's getting married, so that's why.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, Kevin.
Don't
Thank
do
you
it,
guys.
Kevin.
Yeah, so I'm gonna be gone a little bit. So wait, what was that, Chapin?
Don't do it, Kevin.
Give me a quick second. I'm trying to find my little soundboard. Give me that one more time.
Yeah, clip it.
Don't do it, Kevin.
Sin
You're gonna
paja.
regret later.
All right, guys.
Just
So
kidding.
I can't let go. I can't leave without the Samuel drop one more time.
Grand Sire.
So all right, guys. Go ahead.
Try it. Say the
Grand
name. Say the
Sire.
name. Try it.
Grand Sir.
Goncie.
Gracias.
Gracias.
That-
Solo decirle gran señor, cerote.
Sí, gracias, señor. So, awesome, guys. Andrew, big thank you for being with us. It was a fun episode. We're really happy to be here, and I'm looking forward to the season, breaking a few microphones. So we're ready for that. But thank you very much, and then see you guys next week. Well, for me, see you in 2 weeks. G's up.
Thanks for having me, man.